in my first few years of streaming, I kind of just was just trying to find my groove, or first off, just get not familiarized, well, yeah, familiarized with how Twitch works and everything like that, and kind of get just comfortable of just talking to the camera. As I did it more, I got more into it. It's certain things that I was doing that I realized, like, hey, maybe this is not as important as I think it is, or maybe I don't need to focus so much on trying to be such a perfectionist and kind of just do it, kind of just go for it. Like, a lot of times I would just wreck my brain over the smallest things, and those smallest things didn't matter. And then as I start to stream and then take the streams and make content out of it, the content I would make, like, I would take so much time making a 2-minute video or 30-second video, honestly, to put on there, and I'm feeling like I got to compete with all the other people that's out there in the world, and ultimately I'm not. At my state, I'm a freaking nobody. I have no following. Like, right now, I got 196 followers on Twitch right now. My YouTube page is probably less than that. You know, I did build some type of following on my Instagram initially, but I went away from that when I kind of just jumped away from streaming. So, you know, it's not like I have a following to really call a following. I have a couple of people that show love and click the follow button at this point. So I have to keep in mind that I'm not competing with, like, let's say in the fighting game community, I'm not competing with the Justin Wongs, the Maximilian Dudes, or the Brian Elfs, or J.M. Croft, you know, people like that that have, one, also been part of the community for decades, you know, doing it, competing, you know, making a name for themselves, and then got into streaming, or, you know, they probably competed on a small level, but they've been making content like Maximilian Do for so long that, you know, over time it just boom blew up to what it was. You know, he became a prominent figure with his Assist Me series with Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, and, you know, he did something different and started to, you know, navigate through the content waters and make his own thing over time. So me, the Joe Schmoes, the average guy or gal that's, you know, making videos and making content and streaming, like, those people are my competition, but at the same time, not even so much competition, but people that, you know, I should be gauging myself by. Is some people making great content, and honestly, I don't have the means as far as, like, to be able to get an editor or have someone to, you know, make my thumbnails and things of that nature. So, like, to be able to have the quality that all of them have, I can't realistically see myself having that type of quality as far as content when it comes to anything. When it comes to streaming, like my right now, I'm just doing off my PlayStation 5. I had a laptop, life happened, that laptop is gone. You know what I'm saying? You know, streaming is still something that I want to do, and being a perfectionist like I was in the past, I wouldn't even, like, cut on the stream today, because doing that, I'm selling the audience short, you know. But then, as I think, like I said, in hindsight, in retrospect, I see that it's about, if you can provide information, you can provide entertainment, or you're just, like, really good at what you do. You know, you have credentials to back up, you know, what you're talking about. So I'm not the greatest fighting game player. I'm not the greatest video game player in general. So don't expect me to, you know, give you, like, the ins and outs of every fighting game, you know. But I do see myself having a personality that I think people can gravitate to. And I also have come up with plenty of ideas in my head that I want to, over time, implement and use to make further content in the space initially, and fighting games, and then branch off from there. So, you know, I'm rambling right now. A lot of talking. I get it. And this part, I'm comfortable with now. I'm not worried about getting in front of the camera and talk. I could talk all day, and that's never the issue. And I appreciate that, and that's my thing, man. I have strong suits that I believe that I can use and make something out of it, you know.